Dolly Parton.
Chance to get here a day early because I knew you was getting to see the movie before we do our big premiere tomorrow. And thank you. I know somebody said, well, I don't think they know you're coming. I said, well, good. I hope they know. But anyway, I just wanted to say welcome to you, and I'm glad you're going to get to see it first because you've done all the dirty work around here, right? Getting it all together for everybody. Last year, you did a wonderful job, and everybody was so pleased with how Dollywood looked, and I know how great it looked on TV on the show. And of course, Craig, is he not the greatest? How about a great hand for him? He has gone so far to make sure that all of us look good. He's been so good to my family, and I know all of you have worked real hard to try to make it right for us. And I know Craig has told me that everybody's been working so hard to make sure that my family is honored tomorrow night, because it is about our family. A lot of my dad's people are going to get to come to the movie, and of course a lot of my mom's people live around here, so it's a real special night for us. And I'm sure a lot of you probably have known my kinfolk for a long time. Some of you may even go back to the 50s, but I was a little girl and we lived back there in the mountains. Of course, we lived either in the Pittman Center area or the Caton's Chapel area, so we had to change the names of a few people in the movie to protect the guilty. And of course, we had to kind of do Hollywood things to kind of make it more of a movie. But anyhow, I'm very, very proud of my family. I love you too. I'm proud of all of my good neighbors like you. I'm so proud of everybody at Dollywood, and I just hope you enjoy this. You'll cry, you'll laugh, hopefully, because I cry every time I see it, and I've been involved in it. But anyhow, I just again wanted to say welcome and thank you so much, and please enjoy it. And Craig, thank you again. Now I want to introduce someone to you that wants to come out, and he'll explain a little bit of what the movie's about and all the people that were in it. He's my partner, Sam Haskell. He's the executive producer. We work together with our production companies, and he was so responsible making sure that everything was so perfect. So would you make welcome my partner, Sam Haskell? Come on out and tell him about it.
Thank you, darling. You know, it's incredible to come to a palace with the Queen. And she is the Queen. And I'm very fortunate in my life. Dolly and I've known each other almost 35 years. And we worked together years ago in the entertainment business. And I thought I was going to retire, lose 20 pounds, and play more golf. And I didn't do either one of them because I made this deal at Warner Brothers Studios in California, and I talked to Dolly, and I was told by the president of Warner Brothers to just build a sandbox and invite your friends in to play. And the first friend I invited in was Dolly Parton. I am a smart man. And we started trying to figure out what we might do together. And Dolly had this incredible idea of telling the stories of her childhood in the Great Smoky Mountains. When I was a little boy, we spent our family vacations up here every summer that I was in elementary school. So it's really wonderful to get to come and be a part of Dollywood and a part of what you all help her and help Craig create for the people in this area every single day. I mean, it's amazing what you do, and I've enjoyed coming here through the years, but no more than what I've enjoyed in putting together the wraparounds that Dolly does every year for our movies. I want you to go with us back to 1955. We pick up the story about 6 weeks after the last movie ended. Little Dolly has her coat. She's very proud of her coat. And we're heading into the Christmas holiday. And there are two stories from her life that are just incredibly emotional, wonderful stories. One is about getting her mother a wedding ring. And the other is about the biggest snowstorm that hit this part of the country in the 1950s and buried their cattle. Now, while you're watching this movie, I want you to know that we shot it in July in 100 degrees. So you're going to be really, really impressed how cold it's going to make you feel. But I will say this: Dolly was there with us for part of the filming, and you know she's got a little cameo in this movie.
Don't tell everybody.
And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you're going to see someone you know and love very much in this movie, and she is fantastic. She's fantastic. But I want you to think about how hot we were, and I want you to think about all these children that you see shivering. And the reason they were shivering is because we had ice vests on them underneath their clothes so that they wouldn't be too hot. But you're going to think they're freezing, and that's what I want you to think. And I want you to enjoy every bit of the stories of Dolly Parton and her family. Jennifer Nettles, who plays her mother, Abby Lee, is a revelation. She's incredible. And when we found out we were going to ask Jennifer Nettles to play Abby Lee, she had put together a little tape, and we didn't even really know who it was. And Dolly and I looked at it, and Dolly just started saying, "That's my mama. That's my mom." And it was Jennifer Nettles, and we made her the offer, and we made the deal. Ricky Schroeder, who you've watched grow up on television, plays Lee Parton. And from the moment Dolly and I talked about who should play Lee, we decided it needed to be Ricky because she said he looks like my people. He looks just like my daddy. He looks like my people. Gerald McCraney, who plays Dolly's grandfather, Pastor Jake Owens. Incredible award-winning actor who's been my friend and Dolly's friend for decades. And he's so wonderful in this movie. And then a supporting cast that is not to be believed, playing all the Parton children and the characters in the town. But there's one little girl named Olivia Allen Lind who plays Dolly Parton. And I think Dolly and I must have looked at over 100 little girls before we landed on Olivia. And Dolly made it very clear that this was not going to work unless we found the right little girl to play Dolly. And we both prayed over it, and as soon as this child walked through the door, I went, "Oh my God, she looks just like her. I hope she can act." You know? And then when I saw that she could act, I went, "Oh, okay, thank you, God. Now, if only she could sing," and then she could sing. And then I said, "Okay, now the biggest part of all is coming. I've got to get Dolly to like her." So I sent Dolly a little videotape of Olivia Allen Lind. And the phone call I got was sniffling and crying and said, "We found her." And then Dolly flew in for the final test because the network wanted us to show them 3 little girls. And we saved Allie for last. And when she finished the scene with her mother about sewing the coat that you saw in the first movie, the whole room was crying. And Allie Lind got the part. But that's who Dolly and I wanted from the moment we met her. We wanted her to have her. And she is the very essence of what Dolly Parton was as a 9-year-old. So as you sit and enjoy Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors, Circle of Love, I want you to think about 3 things. This is a very important time in our country. These are very difficult socioeconomic times. These are very different political times. But we all need something positive to hold on to. And when I think about my faith, and I think about my life, I think about the Queen and what she represents in our world today, an American icon. You are looking at the stories of a true American icon. And you each are a part of this American icon and what it represents and what she represents and what her family represents. And I am so honored to be your partner, my dear, and so honored to be the executive producer of these movies. And I just want you to know that love, faith, sacrifice, and hope are what we want to bring to you and to these great United States of America. As you walk Christmas in the color Circle of Love. Enjoy.